good, bad, and ugly.
Well, we got it to 4, and then we'll watch the tape. 2 shots blocked, and all I said all week, if you drive, just don't get it blocked. Don't even worry about making it, because when that guy comes, the backboard's free. We got 2 shots blocked, and part of this is, it was me based on playing Salvier too many minutes. And I think he tired out a little bit. He had 5 turns in the second half. But Ty wasn't playing well. And so I just stuck with who was playing well. So he got tired. Ty played the way he did because we kind of wanted him to. Like, this kid we're playing exhibition games, he's shooting 9 and 10 shots. You're supposed to be a guy that could go get baskets. So I will take responsibility for some of the plays that he made. And I just said to him, kid, you don't have to make every shot. You just can't miss them all. You gotta make 1 or 2. And he just was missing a bunch of shots. And if you watched him play, that's not him. But this was a moment kind of game. And for us to be in that game, when our better players did not play well, and their 2 really good players played really well, and we had a chance to win. That's crazy. And so shooting, 37%. We're still working on post play for Oscar, but I'm telling you guys, he can really shoot the basketball. And so, when he passed up those foul line shots, I'm like, he passed up 3 of them. Like, shoot it. I thought Kellen played well. I thought Davion played well. The game was a funky game for Damian, but I think he'll be fine.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that was
Cal, I know that the turnovers were high in the second half, but just what was it like having somebody like Severe run your team, especially since,
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's in huddles talking. I mean, he's directing. He's taking, he's doing. Look, when you have a downhill runner, he's just got to get comfortable with our guys. And Oscar has never been. They've never thrown lobs to Oscar. Everything was a bounce and a mush, And now all of a sudden we're trying to get him. You notice he laid him in versus dunking it. So we got a lot of work to do. But you have to have a post presence if you're going to win. That's where you shoot a higher percentage. We missed a bunch of shots that I'm like, wow. But give Duke credit. I mean, they kept us in pick and rolls. And again, I should have gone to forcing down the sideline earlier than I did. Not our kid's fault. I told them after, that's on me. But I loved our fight. I loved our competitive spirit. And that's what our program has always been about. Now, some guys are going to step up. Like when you talk about, I'll just throw a few years ago. Tyler Hero, no one knew. He was a 4-star. He played a McDonald's game. Some of you go, oh, we knew. What are you talking about? Kelvin Johnson, we knew this, but all of a sudden, what did they do? Whoop! And then all of a sudden, we get a chance to win a national title. They weren't there early. This team has some guys. I don't know which guys will do it, but they got to step up. I said they got their 2 top 5 players played like top 5 players. Now, if you want to be them, then step your game up. I think we'll be able to do some of that, but it all starts with fight. I've got to do a better job in scheming defensively and what we're going to do. But like I said, I walk away. I wanted us to compete against ourselves and do stuff. We only had 13 turnovers. Like you think we had like 40 turnovers. We had 13. But we had 15 assists. And one kid had 7. Think about what that means. And he had a bunch of them late in the second half. So, the dog's in that refrigerator, by the way.
John, Keon played 16 minutes, 40 seconds. That's 11 minutes at minimum, fewer than any other starter. And he didn't have foul trouble for the entirety of the
He was
game.
struggling to guard Paolo.
Okay, that's basically. I just wanted to get to
Yeah.
It was purely really a matchup deal.
No,
there.
did you watch the game?
I actually had to write off the first game of the first half, so I
There you
watched the
go.
second.
So tell them what happened.
You're struggling to guard Powell.
Thanks, man.
John, you've coached a lot of really good freshmen. Paulo, like,
Really
what do you-
good.
Yeah, what do
Really
you think
good.
of him?
He's really good. Great kid, great family, really good. You know, you can't, we had too much respect for him, and we backed away, and now he shoots. No, make him make basketball plays. And I kept saying it, but we're afraid, so they kept backing up. Now, Jacob seemed to go guard him and make him spin and do some stuff. But I even said prior to the game, they're gonna ISO him. I thought they'd short pick and a step-up screen and short roll him to the foul line and let him play there. Well, they played him on an elbow and they played him in a short corner. It was the same idea. Then we were like, okay, how are we gonna do this? And it was a tough matchup. Keon didn't play that bad. It was a tough match. We want to try to win the game.
You recruited Trevor and Paulo pretty hard.
Trevor not as hard, but
Was it hard?
recruited
watching
Roach, recruited Griffin, probably recruited Williams. We got beat by on all of them.
But seeing those guys that you recruited so hard, kind of thriving in.
Paulo's the one that we recruited so hard. I'm fine with it. I don't take this stuff personal. You know, I hope he does well, and I hope we play him again, and he doesn't play so well. But, you know, like his dad is Italian, and he's an Italian citizen. So am I. I got a passport. So, and I still didn't get him. I don't know. So, but, you know, I mean, he's good. The thing that they've done right now is he's in better shape. And they took him out for a long period of time. I don't know why they had him out a stretch.
Correct.
What is it?
Correct.
So he's not in shape.
Last question.
Coach, with this potentially being your final meeting with Coach Krzyzewski,
No. We're hoping one more, but go ahead.
in that case, what will you remember about your battles against him?
Well, I remember one where we got beat so bad that I told the guys in the last 5 minutes, if anybody fouls or stops this clock, you're finding your own way home. I want to be out of this building in 7 minutes. And then the other time, Tyler Eulis just totally dominated the game and we beat them. We may have beat him a couple times. I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I know we beat him with Tyler Eulis. So may have beaten him another time too, but you know that you're going to have a well-coached team. His players are going to want to win the game, so are mine. And that's why you have this kind of game. He said to me after, this is like a postseason game. So, but the coaches, I don't know if we got them we got the three coaches together because none of us were going to be able to do anything here, so we did a Zoom call. And Bill Self said, Cal, why don't you get us a bottle of Pappy for them and we'll all chip in, which they didn't chip in, just so you know. So we got them a bottle of Pappy. Do you guys know what that Pappy Van Winkle?
Yeah.
We got people that don't know in this room. Well, look it up, okay. I sent, when we gave it to him, it was, if you don't drink bourbon, and I knew he didn't, but if you don't drink bourbon, you save this, and when I retire, you give it back to me. He came up to me prior to the game and said, my daughter saw this and said, you can't get this. And I knew he didn't know. He was like, yeah, nice bottle, pour it out, you know. But, and I would have done the same, but now I live in Kentucky, so I know what bourbon is, and I need some bourbon right now, to be honest with you. But I think it was an enjoyable game that we learned. Hopefully they learned. We got to have some guys step up. I can't play Severe. How many minutes did I play him?
38.
Can't play a guy 38 this early in the season. So he should have played about 32 and he'd have been fine. He wouldn't have had those turnovers. Not his fault, that's on me. Ty, he took more shots in this game than the two exhibition games. And part of that was me saying, look, I want you to go at these dudes. So, that's the dog getting out of the refrigerator, just so you know. Okay, thank you.